Have you heard that CBD oil can help with menopause? Because most women are surprised to know that it works for hot flushes, mood swings, anxiety, sleep, joint pain, and all the rest of it. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why and how CBD oil can help with menopause symptoms. And it's not about masking symptoms, it's about working with your body's own systems naturally so that things can come into balance on their own. Let me break this down for you symptom by symptom and how CBD oil can help you transition through menopause much smoother. Let's talk about mood swings. So the problem is the sudden emotional shifts. One moment you're calm and the next you're overwhelmed or perhaps teary. And so what happens is that when you get the sudden drop in hormones, your brain has difficulty processing your emotions and stress. So how does CBD oil help? Well, full spectrum CBD oil supports a system of your body called your endocannabinoid system. And this system of the body is responsible for keeping in balance dopamine and serotonin levels. And so these two chemicals are the body's way of regulating how you manage stress and mood and such things. And so what women are finding when they're using CBD oil is emotional regularity. This means more emotional balance, less snapping, less spiraling, feeling more in control, steadier, calmer, all while your hormones are doing their thing. So what about hot flushes and night sweats? So you're getting these unexpected heat waves. You're waking up in a sweat in the night through your sheets. It's really wrecking your sleep. So hemp helps support your body's hypothalamic balance, which is essentially your body's thermostat. This in turn reduces the intensity and frequency of the temperature spikes. But CBD oil is also calming, and so what it does is it regulates the amount of cortisol or stress hormone that your body produces, which in turn also helps regulate the temperature spikes. And so the result is fewer hot flushes, a deeper sleep, and less stress about when the next one will hit. Many women report noticeable changes within days of using CBD oil. Now let's talk about anxiety and overwhelm. So you're feeling on edge all the time, racing thoughts, tight chest, waking you up in the middle of the night, stressed. And so even though you may not have even identified as someone who was anxious before menopause, the problem is that menopause disrupts the balance between your stress hormones and your nervous system. So the way that CBD oil helps is that it directly helps with serotonin and GABA receptors. Now GABA is a chemical that your body produces to help you be calm. Essentially, it's like a chemical that your body produces, like a chill out switch, if you will. And so what it does is it shifts the nervous system from fight or flight into a calm and relaxed state. So the result of these chemicals functioning as they should is less panic. You can actually breathe easier. You can think clearer throughout the day with focus and clarity of mind. You'll actually fall asleep without the racing thoughts. Now let's chat broken sleep and insomnia. So you're waking up in the middle of the night multiple times, feeling wired, can't get back to sleep very easily, waking up in the morning exhausted. See, the problem with menopause is that it triggers so much stress hormone, which just depresses the amount of melatonin that you produce. That is your sleep hormone. So how CBD oil helps is it naturally helps your body to manage the stress load. Because cortisol, your stress hormone, can naturally now lower, melatonin can naturally rise, meaning that you'll actually feel sleepy when you should. So the result is that you'll have a deeper and uninterrupted sleep. Therefore, you'll wake up feeling refreshed rather than feeling like you've been hit by a bus. So are you noticing joint pain and body aches? Because with the drop in estrogen, you get increased inflammation and pain sensitivity. And so a lot of women report feeling joint pain, stiffness, and just their body doesn't feel like it's able to move like it used to. So CBD oil is actually anti-inflammatory and it has many pain relieving properties. But not only that, it also helps calm an overactive immune response that leads to swelling and inflammation. So this means less stiffness and more ease. You'll move more freely and actually be able to do the things that you love. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about the weight gain. So you're noticing this belly that you never used to have, maybe a lower abdomen, hips, butt and thighs are starting to store fat there, despite having changed nothing. The thing with menopause hormones that are out of whack is it affects everything from digestion to fat storage. And so how hemp helps is it supports the endocannabinoid system. Now it's this system of the body that regulates your hormones, and the main hormonal culprit is cortisol. Cortisol is the fat storage hormone. And so to bring your metabolism back into a proper regulation, we need to bring cortisol down. So bringing your hormones back into balance again is easier weight management, is less bloating, and also a body that feels like yours again. If you're ready to give CBD oil a go, that's great. You can go to www.trycure.org. If you have not purchased Cure Plus before, then you will receive 40% off your first order. If you're feeling skeptical, hey, I totally get it. But let me lay this out for you and just hear me out. Essentially, you've got three options. You've got medications, supplements, or cannabis products. Now, the drawback with medications is that there's always a trade-off. And it may not be immediate, but while we get the predictability of medications, there's always some kind of compromise. Supplements, well, the hit and miss ratio is just way too wide. Cannabis products, the beauty of these is that they work like medications, often better, without the hit and miss ratio of supplements. Okay, so if you've got questions about that, then hit me up, let me know, and I'll be happy to chat you through it. Otherwise, have a fantastic day.